One of the benefits of the annual fund is that it ensures spaces and programs that will inspire, engage, and support our students. But at the same time, it also gives us the flexibility to adapt to opportunities as they may arise during the course of the year. And I think a perfect example of this is how our K through 6 STEM program has evolved over the last several years. We've gone to 3 maker clubs, grades K through 6. We launched 2 robotics clubs here at Middle Campus this spring. Not only that, we have our 3rd through 6th grade coding classes, our 3rd through 6th grade design engineering classes incorporated into the curriculum. And from a couple years ago, we launched our tech challenge with just 2 teams. We're now anticipating that we're going to have 11 teams of 3 to 4 students this January, which is really amazing.
When these programs began to expand a few years back, I had a conversation with Mr. Riches about what this program is going to need long term, and that included additional staffing. So he knew that was going to be a need down the road, and we found the right person in Mr. Mendoza.
Gosh, my background for purposes of this job has been so exciting. I spent 15 years as a NASA spacecraft engineer. I worked on the Hubble Space Telescope, and I worked on the International Space Station, and I worked on the Spitzer Space Telescope, and a bunch of other projects actually. You know, I have a thing called the myth of the white lab coat. You think that people who are doing these jobs are wearing white lab coats and they have giant brains and they all wear glasses, and it's not true. It turns out they're people like me. And they're people like you, the kids in this class, who, with hard work and discipline and a little bit of focus and a little bit of creativity and loving what you do and going forward every day, that's how it happens. Those things like that, again, that kindling for fire so that they go, wow, this was more interesting than I thought it would be. This was more exciting than I had heard engineering could be. And that's the gift that I was given. It's the gift that I'm trying to share with the kids. And I get a chance to every day here at Pinewood.
One thing that I've really loved about Pinewood, and there's a lot of things I love about Pinewood, but one thing is that the administrative team is incredibly receptive to what the teachers need. And when you go to them and you ask them to help support something, whether financially or with staffing or with resources, they honestly listen to you and find a way to make them happen.
Our philosophy has always been when teachers have ideas that are going to benefit specifically the students, we don't want to stifle their creativity. I don't want to tell them, you know, we need to wait for the next budget cycle where we're going to have to wait a year and a half. And so when Jonathan approached me, I knew that we had the annual fund. I knew how much it has benefited the school. I knew how interested the students were, how passionate our parents were about it. And so this was a perfect combination to use annual fund dollars to support this initiative.